it looks like he's set for relegation. If he were to win this, he'd get to 2 points. He would go above Gary Wilson for now. If Wilson didn't get another point, then obviously he'd be sixth. But Jack Jones, then, he could potentially, and it's all there's a lot of sort of permutations, he could still potentially finish above Jones and just sneak fifth. But I think either way, well, obviously after this match he'll be driving home anyway. So it's his last match. Let's see if he can still affect things in the table. Chris Wakelin, though, what a great recovery he's made in this group. As he, is it going to drop? It's hanging on the lip. It's not going to drop.
Open the Reds like a practice routine. Worse for him, he left one hanging for Elliot.
One.
Oh, and just when you think you can't.
Yeah, it kind of sums up his experience here.
Elliot Slessor, 1.
Apart from everything else, just getting a point on the board after a pretty wretched day yesterday in terms of results.
So it keeps the players honest, keeps them trying for every frame, every match. Of course, when you arrive here, all the players have aspirations of winning the group, but I keep trying to get the results and rack the prize money up, because it can soon rack up.
Lem. $17.
Was in the semi-finals. Snooker lesson at the hands of Judd Trump.
About him in depth yesterday,
24.
but he did show hard on over the last few seasons as well. And I think overall he'll have been really, really disappointed, not just because of the results and how they went yesterday, but and sometimes when it's like that, you can sort of get yourself
31.
Wound up to a degree. Now the shackles are off today, you can just play.
Yeah, I think yesterday it just sort of snowballed as the day went. The points here, and you never know. You know, we've seen strange things happen in terms of the way the group's gone. There's an outside chance he could still get fifth, and that would mean he would come back on Monday for Group 2.
Huge result considering the results from yesterday.
Well, as it stands, if he were to win this, I mean, I know it's all ifs and buts, but if he were to win 3-0, another point, then he would be fifth. So mathematically, it could happen.
45.
It's getting to the stage of the group as well, where positions are starting to reveal themselves in the group and players sort of knowing their fate going forward. Out there, particularly the guys that are coming back to play semi-finals and potentially final as well. We want to try and keep as much in the tank as possible.
Well, in the end, it's a quick kill. This frame is done.
Thank you. 67.
Well, the red stays out, but this is his last match. If he wins it, he's surely in the playoffs. But if he loses it, then he's got to sort of wait a couple of hours to see how it all finishes up. A lot to play for yet. Slessor, though, a man on a mission here. He looks very focused when he gets in, as we saw in that first frame.
Rebound off a red, all sorts was going on, and he's ended up on nothing.
Slessor, 10.
attacking safety shot from Wakelin in the first opened the red similar to this, and exactly. Elliot Slessor, Julia Blythe, so
1.
sometimes feels like you can't possibly go wrong. Just searching.
8. Elliot Slessor.
Half decent chance go there, Elliot.
1.
So Chris Wakelin's best chance of this match. The slow start he made yesterday, lost his first two, 2-0 down in his third, but got out the day with 2 points and be in the playoffs later. Aware that he's feeling really confident. Game's in great
16.
shape, the best it's ever been. So years ago is where it all began.
But it's what you do with it, and that's what I've been so impressed with by Chris Wakelin. He's really sort of taken.
24.
Later this month, Luca Brissell will be his opponent in round 1.
$32.
But it was a chance he probably didn't think was going to arrive when Elliot Slessor was at the table.
39. $46.
He could play for it into. Leave the low angle to float over the left side for that red.
53.
That looks just about perfect.
Okay. 61.
Put everything into the pot, which is fair enough. So at least by 41. But it's not there, so
Chris
there's an
Wakelin,
outside chance here for
61.
Slessor.
Yeah, and it was quite a nice first shot to have that, using in behind the red, send it back down the table. Yeah, he's played it well, he struck it nicely. Didn't intend to get the snooker back, but he has done.
Well,
What?
that ends that. Terrific red from Wakelin. Pat Slessor's now lost this frame. I think he's looking pretty bleak for him in this group. Needed really to win 3-0, I think, to stand any chance.
Chris Wakelin,
So,
6.
Elliot Slessor did have chances, but Slessor looks like he's pretty much done for. But let's see if he can still win this match. And Jack Jones, if he were to lose 3-0 in his last match, he'd be the same. I think we could say now Slessor's definitely out.
Yeah, it certainly hasn't been a couple of days to remember for Elliot.
Yeah, he'll be at the World Open, which is a big money event in China.
Again, even there, Elliot still playing the correct shots and trying to win the game at the end of the day. Still potentially another £200 for him to looking increasingly like one of those frames where all the reds are going to travel up the table. Downside is the black isn't on its spot, so there's not really... Well, he's missed it and he's gone in off, so it's a double whammy that Chris Wakelin.
One.
Frames won and least frames lost as levelled with Gary Wilson, 1 each.
5.
There will be another match to play in this session. Hossein Vafai.
Lamb.
Red at the back of the pack. Run through for the pink. Well, he's gone low again to allow to play the shot with more power. And
24. $28.
And also, I think for just pride of performance, if he can end the group, you know, with a strong display, just feel better as he heads back home this evening. Now it's about trying to climb as high as he can as we sort of start the countdown, I suppose, to the World Championship. Looking forward to Karen coming next week. We can start talking about the Crucible Curse. Winners defended the title at the Crucible.
Yeah, I bet he can't wait to be answering the relentless questions on that. But have a brilliant season. He's picked up a couple of trophies, and yeah, he's got a game suited for Sheffield. And if anyone's ever going to be bang up for it, it's Kyron Wilson.
No one knows who put the curse on.
56.
Anyway. It's not finished great, this.
He took a little bit of a gamble playing the pink. And not only that,
Elliot Slessor,
he's played a great billiard shot there earlier. In goes the first red. He's not quite potted the red clean.
Nowhere near, so...
Well, I'm surprised that Elliot pretty much would have dotted the I's and crossed the T's in this game. But it's just presented an absolute gift of a chance for Wakelin. There's a red right behind the pink, which, well, it would have been a good shot to lay a snooker in behind.
Chris Wakelin, 8.
1 point, but he's got another match after that one against Pang Zhengzhou on table 2, so he can still get to 3 points.
Yeah, it's not impossible. We could have 6 players on 3 points. That also means that one person will be eliminated on 3.
Yeah, I mean, that is pretty rotten.
Keeps it competitive, doesn't it? How many times over the years have we seen sort of one player run away with it and one player really struggle, and it pretty much sets the tone for the whole day?
Chris Wakelin, 16.
Would surely be a free ball. He's played it well. He's gone at pace into that cushion there. Oh, is the black? Oh, he's been okay.
Well, surely with this red... Well, he's not there. Oh, hang on. You're joking. What a thing to happen.
I mean, it's absolutely insane what happens on a snooker table. But there's always a chance something can go drastically wrong. Now, not only that, Chris Wakelin was able to lay the snooker from the final red going in behind it. Can come down the table.
1.
Yeah, and he's perfect on this pink to get back for the yellow. So.
Slight understatement, I think. Yeah. Where it is, it's going to play its part here. Well, the yellow's going to play its part because he's missed it.
Chris Wakelin, 7.
No heroics with the yellow there for Elliot. I think it's just pure relief to be over the line in this frame once again.
Yeah, back to 1 snooker needed.
Elliot Slessor, 2.
Well, those 3 points valuable. So, yeah, the in-off on another day could end the group with 2 points.
7.
Gary Wilson did win that frame against Pang.
12. Elliot Slessor, 12 on the frame.
So eventful, but the frame... You will have to wait for other results.
That Isaac cue will go into reach. It did do just so. No 1 cushion escape for Chris Wakelin, having to come the 2.
As I say, it does look like Slessor will be relegated, and of course we've got Ali Carter coming in, of course trying to do the double. He's won the ranking event in the summer. C. Jarwee and Robert Milkins are the other 2 players, so it'll be an entertaining...
I know John Higgins has got a great record in this invitational version, but I can't remember if he's ever won the ranking one.
7.
Although he'd prefer to be on the blue because of that red nearest to the black spot.
13.
But it's going to be the black.
And look what's happened to him since. World champion now.
It looks from that angle that there is enough room, although he hasn't elected to play
21.
it. So, again, coming round to have a
27.
Yeah, that's perfect. He couldn't have picked the cue
Big
ball
ball.
or placed it any better. What about cue ball control here? Little cannon to the black. Open things up. And he's judged it fine.
Well, Pang Zhengzhou is going to bat to level up 2-2 with Gary Wilson, so they're going to be in a decider there. Big frame for Wilson, that'll be not just missing out, being relegated. Lost his first 4 yesterday, won his first one today, and has it in his hands to end with a second victory. As I say, pride of performance, I think, has kicked in.
No players can just throw their arms at a few, but Elliot hasn't done that. That's another really well played,
48.
really well controlled shot from Elliot. Knew exactly what was happening with the cue to get this frame won.
Yes, not much more to do. It'll be a slightly anxious wait now to see how the group shapes up, because he's not going to be playing again. Will he actually be in the playoffs? It's going to depend on other results now.
$63. $77.
Another century break. In general, things are going well for Slessor. He's
84.
in the top 32 in the world. He's becoming more and more dangerous. Just got a bit frustrated, but he played better today. 2 wins in his last 2 matches. Well, it's not a century, but it's a fine 92
Elliot Slessor, 92.
to collect his second point. Elliot Slessor
Frame a match. Thank you.
is the winner by 3 frames to 1. Chris Wakelin